Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Back at it again at Farlin at Pickle Park. Nothing really new going on today. Got that fixed, which is a big yay. So because I called yesterday. So I did the vlog at Wells Fargo yesterday. And went to Family Dollar, got some gummies. Dad texted me, why don't you call the bike shop and see if you can give them all the details of getting your bike fixed. I said, okay. So I called Family Dollar before I left, or I called the bike hub before I left Family Dollar. And it was a chick that answered the phone. I said, okay. I said, I have a bike here, need some work done. Is it okay if I have my dad bring it in? Because I'm not able to. She was like, yeah. What's going on with the bike? I said, is it okay if I give you a list so that my dad doesn't have, so that you can make a mental note of what's going on with the bike, so that he doesn't have to be like blah 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 blah, so I don't have to do the list for him to have him do it, or tell him what's wrong, tell you what's wrong. He's like, yeah, we'll make a note in the computer and what needs to be done. And I said, well, the shifting. I said, okay, the shifting is weird. Gears, from gear 1 to gear 3, it's skipping like it wants to shift into another gear, but it's not. And if I am in first gear, the chain wants to jump off the back of the cassette into the spokes, which isn't a good thing. Which could mean one of two things. I wasn't thinking of the second thing until after Dad said what it was. It said, well, one thing was the shifter is like way out, it's all weird. Or the hanger is bent, which was the case. The hanger is bent, and they checked the shifting and whatever after they straighten it and all that. So then they did that, and I also said that in, I think it was like fourth and fifth, between fourth and fifth, I don't really remember what 2 years or what gears. It's, I hit the shifter to go up one gear, takes a little while, and it's not wanting to shift. It's clicking like it's wanting to go, but it ain't doing nothing, So then if I hit to go up another gear, it'll shift. Go to that gear I just shifted into, then I downshift one gear to be where I want to be. So then, okay, whatever. So then they, son, Dad, I left my card at home. I called Dad, said, I told him what's going on, whatever, and I told him, and then she's like, well, no, let's get to this first. So then she's like, well, then your dad can just drop it off and come pick it up when it's done. I said, well, that's the thing. I didn't want to sound like I'm being rude. But I said, well, that's the thing. I need the bike back today. She's like, no, that's fine. And the reason why I say that is because we're going camping next week, and I don't really have time to go back and pick the bike up. So and I'm not going out to Bay Shore without my bike. And then have to come back into town to get it, to go back out there. What's the fucking point? You know, so... She's like, yeah, no, that's fine. We can get it done today for you. I said, okay, thank you. You know, and then I called Dad, you know, so then I get done on the, you know, talking, there's the bike shop on the phone. And then I go and call Dad. You know, so I call, because I got like 3 different numbers that I can call Dad from for his work. And he said, yeah, good morning, you know, morning in parts or whatever it was that he said. So I was like, hey, you know, because I talked to him pretty, you know, like he's a friend, you know, I like, hey, you know, or, you know, me and him, we talk kind of nonchalant to each other. We're like joking around, or I, you know, not trying to sound like an asshole, but, you know, I was like, hey, he's like, hey, I was like, so I got off the bike shop, told him what's going on, said it's okay for you to bring it in. I'll leave my card at home for you. And all that and whatever. He's like, okay, leave your PIN too. I said, okay. And leave your bike in the front garage for what, you know, put your bike in the front garage after Mom leaves. I was like, okay. And I told him, you know, that I had to tell the bike shop that I kind of needed the bike, you know, that I needed the bike back today, meaning yesterday, because I don't have, or I'm going out of town and I don't have time to, you know, go get the bike. And he's like, okay. And I told him that I said to the bike shop that I need it back today, if possible, or I need it back by, you know, tomorrow, meaning today, or Friday at the latest, meaning tomorrow. And you know, if they said, well, we can't get the bike done till next week, you know, probably about this time next week, I said, you know, I tell them, no, I need the bike done now. So, you know, so. But they're okay with it, whatever, so. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I want to go get some riding done and whatever, so. I want to get this hood tour episode done because I got some shit I got to do at home, you know, like pack my tools, and I want to start packing, so. Because Mom and Dad are going to get the camper tomorrow, so. I'm going to want to start packing and whatever, and so on and so forth. So I'll see you guys in the next video.